Hello, this is Mariam Gabr, and welcome to AUC News. Over 100 Christian families from Arish city in North Sinai, Egypt, arrived to Ismail fearing continuous attacks of Islamic State militants.
الثلاث اللي فات طلع ابن عمتي يفتح لقى جماعه ملثمين ارهابيين تكفيريين بيخبطوا على الباب، فتح لهم الباب، اتكلموا معاه ودخلوا بيه جوه البيت وضربوه طلقه في دماغه. معاهم طبنجه ضربوه في دماغه ووقع. عمتي سمعت الدبه بتاعت الوقعه طلعت. في ايه عملتوا ايه في ابني منكم لله؟ قالوا لها اطلعي بره، تعالي انت اللي جابك هنا، تعالي اطلعي بره. وقفوها بره في الشارع حافيه بلبس النوم، هي كانت رايحه نايمه لسه، ودخلوا على جوزها.
Families arrived scared and in need of supplies. They were then transported to be housed in and around the city, in private homes, and now also accommodation provided by the government. Departures rose in northern Sinai, which has been an Egyptian focal point for years, after suspected militants gunned down a Christian plumber at home in front of his family on Thursday in Al Arish. It was the 7th killing in the recent weeks and struck panic among Christians. In Egypt, tables were turned after support was given to former President Hosni Mubarak on Wednesday. Mubarak was carried out of the Maadi Armed Forces Hospital in Cairo for a retrial. To continue care for his failing health, he now rests in the Nile Side Military Hospital. Dozens crowded around his hospital, showing him their support and chanting.
أنا جاي النهارده المستشفى علشان أشوف الرئيس وأتمنى إن البراءة للرئيس مبارك، وإن شاء الله أنا واثق إن شاء الله هيكون البراءة بنصيب الرئيس مبارك.
US President Donald Trump took the Congress podium on Tuesday to discuss new immigration laws and specifically his plans for the US-Mexican border wall. Trump disclosed that construction on the wall will begin even earlier than planned and will be finalized ahead of schedule. He defended his strategy, claiming that this is the most effective weapon against drugs and crimes.
As we speak tonight, we are removing gang members, drug dealers, and criminals that threaten our communities and prey on our very innocent citizens. Bad ones are going out as I speak, and as I've promised throughout the campaign. To any in Congress who do not believe we should enforce our laws, I would ask you this one question. What would you say to the American family that loses their jobs, their income, or their loved one because America refused to uphold its laws and defend its borders?
Congress appeared to be supportive of Trump's speech. We have yet to receive word on the exact date of the construction of the wall. The execution of a retired Colombian journalist who joined the criminal underworld while examining a book on South America's drug cartels, Ismail was held, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed on Tuesday. Arkenegas was executed on Monday night as a last diplomatic getaway by the Colombian government to save the 72-year-old's life. Arkenegas was arrested in 2010 when he was arriving by plane to the southern port city of Gangazo, attempting to plunder around 4 kilograms of cocaine in exchange for $5,000. China convicted 2 Colombian drug traffickers since November and sent them back home to complete their jail time.
据我了解，他今天已经被执行了死刑。像毒品犯罪是世界公认的严重犯罪，中国司法机关依法严厉打击，同时坚持在法律面前人人平等的原则，对违法犯罪的中外公民一视同仁。让中方重视保护人权和生命权。本案中的当事人的合法权益得到了保障。另外，哥伦比亚方面提出的有关领事探视的请求，对这些请求，中方也给予了相应的安排。
The execution shakes the relations between China and Colombia because, according to Colombian officials, there are 15 more Colombians on death row in China and 15 others are sentenced to life imprisonment, and both punishments are illegal in Colombia. Moving on to Germany, after the Christmas incident in which 12 people were killed after a stolen truck broke into a Christmas market in Berlin and the driver, Anis Amri, was shot dead by the Italian police 4 days later. The German police have been raiding many sites connected to a mosque that was frequently visited by Amri. The mentioned mosque was shut down by the police and is being monitored as they believe that it was a place for meetings by Islamic extremists. These raids were followed by a decision by the police to ban Fusilit 33, which is the organization that was running this mosque. 24 locations are being searched, which include apartments that belong to members of the organization, offices, and prison cells. One of the mosques that belong to the 24 locations is also being searched for relevant documents or evidence. However, none have been found.
Ja, die Räumlichkeiten, die bis vor einiger Zeit als Moschee genutzt wurden hier in der Perleberger Straße, sind jetzt aktuell leer. Das überrascht uns nicht, weil klar war, dass die Moschee hier ihre Aktivität beendet hatte. Dennoch mussten wir hier natürlich durchsuchen im Rahmen des Verfahrens und haben uns davon überzeugt, dass tatsächlich keine relevanten Unterlagen oder Beweismittel hier für uns vorhanden sind. Die Wohnung im Erdgeschossbereich ist jetzt neu verschlossen worden von uns, sodass der Vermieter mit dieser Liegenschaft wieder arbeiten kann.
Former US President George W. Bush is publicizing his new book, Portraits of Courage, which was published on Tuesday and became #1 on Amazon. It is a volume collection of 66 paintings of military veterans, with each painting accompanied by a short essay that tells the story of every veteran. In the introduction of the book, Bush said that he was inspired to start painting when the historian John Lewis Gaddis showed him an old essay by Winston Churchill titled Painting as a Pastime. The book is not meant to be political, it is meant to raise funds for anyone transitioning from military life to normal life.
And one of the things that I think is important about expressing yourself through paint is to, in my case, think about their stories.
Who said you can't be a king, a horse, or even a baby again? Anything you ever imagined yourself to be is possible on the Mardi Gras parade. Mardi Gras parade ended the carnival season on Tuesday in New Orleans, US. Revealers celebrated featuring kings, queens, horses, and babies. Riders used to throw trinkets and beads on the floats, and people always tried to come early to settle their chairs and ladders so that they can easily catch them. The carnival is considered the end of the carnival season that started on January 6. It was originally known in French as the Fat Tuesday, where people considered the last night to eat fatty and richer foods before the ritual fasting of the Lenten season. It is also known in Latin as the farewell to flesh.
Mardi Gras to me is being whoever you want to be in that day. So if you've got an idea of something you've always wanted to be, it's not a day to be judged. It's a day to bring everything you've got in that moment, live in that moment, and be who you are.
Thank you for watching. This is Mariam Gabr, AUC News. See you next week.